Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a big gray robot that's going to be used in the monkeyhappy.com website in one of the new stages. So I'll go ahead and I'll just draw the head, just pick the gray color. Sometimes I use swatches, sometimes I just pick the color from the side, and then I end up slicing a part of the character off just to pick my color. I mean, it's whatever you prefer to do. I mean, I could be using swatches here, but I'm just picking the random color that I prefer. Uh, so I'll go ahead and group the eyes and I'll put them in a separate symbol, or at this stage they're just grouped as an object, and then I can turn them into a symbol later and I can animate them and make them blink. And same goes for the body. I'll start drawing the body. Just always use the selection tool to tidy up my lines. Maybe if I don't like the shape, then I can taper it off slightly and use the bucket tool to fill it. And as you can see, I'm picking the color here. It would be easier if I was just using swatches. I could be picking it from the side there, but instead I'm jumping in and out of the object to pick my colors. There you go. Just separate everything into different body parts. So I'm doing the head, the body, the arms. Those are different body parts that can move separately later on. You can see this is what I sometimes do. It's just a bad habit that I've, I guess, learned. I guess you guys, it would be easier if you just picked your colors from swatches, because right now what I'm doing is just copying, slicing a bit of the character off as I mentioned, and picking the colors of that. But yeah, whatever works for you, just do that. I guess it doesn't hurt. So I'm drawing the hand here using the brush tool. And putting that on a separate layer so I can, or not a separate layer, into a separate object so far, just so I can actually spin the hand around as well if I need to, and change the different position of the hand, and you can make him point afterwards, make him hold stuff. Yeah, it's always useful to put your little body parts into different objects and then turn them to separate symbols later on so you can animate them. Sometimes when I use the smoothing tool, it ends up doing this, so I need to go back and just tidy it up a bit, just so the line works nice. It doesn't take much time, so I just use the brush to tidy up anything that I don't like the look of. And here I go again, grouping, putting the leg into a separate object, grouped object. And copied that over. Obviously now I've turned, when I copy my body parts, I usually make them into symbols straight away, obviously, so I can have just one leg that's that's named a certain way, and that it's just basically copied and flipped. And then I put the rotation point at the top. There I'm doing the feet, and the shadow using the oval tool just gives a nice weight below the character, and makes it useful when you're doing the walking cycle, or if you were to make him jump or something like that. It can make you can make the shadow smaller afterwards, and it gives a really good sort of 3D effect. So here I'm doing a sort of like a little spinny circle on his chest. That just makes him look like he's more robotic, I guess, and something's happening. I'll make this whole thing spin later, just adjusting here, tapering the lines using the selection tool. And I'll just do a whole bunch of sort of pipes through the middle. Makes it look like you can see inside of him. As a kid, I always drew these shapes on a piece of paper. I'm not sure why. It was very therapeutic. Not sure why that was, but yeah, I always drew these little pipes connecting to different things. But here I go and just put some highlights on it just to make it look like it's a bit 3D. And then I can turn this whole thing into a symbol, and then I can use the create motion tween, put another keyframe in, and just basically make it rotate 360 degrees. And then I take all my body parts. Right now I'm actually still doing the head. I'll just do the neck, because it looked a bit funny, he had no neck. So let's add the neck, and then the eyes. I can put a keyframe in and squish them a little, and then do another keyframe which the eyes are completely closed, and that makes it look like he's blinking. So he's just not stationary there, makes him look like he's alive a little bit. And once I guess I'm done with all the different body parts and put all my rotation points in the places they should be, I distribute all my body parts to layers. I create motion tween, and then I put a keyframe in the middle. This is just the standing pose, just the pose that he stands in when nothing's happening. And I move the body parts around a little bit, as you can see, lifting the shoulders up, moving the hands separately, moving the body up, the head for a bit, tilting it back slightly, and that just gives the impression, this is just on the middle keyframe, gives the impression that he's alive, standing, blinking. So thanks very much guys for watching, and I hope I see you next time.